A few months ago in the Discord server for my game, I held a Q&A so people could ask some questions about it. So I made a video to answer some of these questions. Let's get started. What is the story? Well, this question is a bit straightforward, but the game takes place in the Backrooms, so you are playing as a wanderer lost in the Backrooms trying to escape. In the future, there will be multiple branching paths and routes you can take, as I have a non-linear layout planned out, but this won't be included on the first release of the game. Will there be multiplayer? Yes, the game is going to be multiplayer. I would explain further on this, but I am actually in the process of making a video covering this exact topic, so you'll have to look forward to that. How much will the game cost? The game won't cost too much, but it also will not be free. It won't be more than $10, however. What engine was the game made in? The game was made in Unreal Engine 5. What is the release date? While several people have asked this question, unfortunately I cannot give an exact date yet. There are still a couple of things I need to get finished for release, and there is some playtesting that still needs to be done for multiplayer. But it is going to come out very soon, as the game itself is almost fully complete. Are there any plans to add VR support? Not currently. This may change in the future, but as of this moment, I don't have any plans to include VR support in my game. How many levels are there going to be? For the first release of my game, there are going to be 6 levels, plus one secret hidden level as well. For future updates, I have dozens of levels that are planned to be included. Funny story, my mods had to basically ban me from the Backrooms wikis, since I had a habit of just browsing through all the levels, and every time I did so, I would add another batch of levels to the list of planned levels, to the point that it was getting out of hand. I have kept myself from browsing since then, however, but the total count of currently planned levels is in the 40s, so I have a lot of work ahead of me. Will there be procedural generation? If I was asked this question a couple of months ago, the answer would have been a firm no. Now, it's more of a maybe. I have been dabbling with procedural generation a bit in Unity. Don't tell Unreal that I've been cheating on them, and have had quite a bit of fun with it. So the answer is maybe, for some future levels. But I will not be adding it to all of my levels, just certain ones that I think would be enhanced from the inclusion of it. However, there will be no procedural generation in any of the levels that are being included on release. Will there be environmental audio? Yes, there will be ambience and sound effects in my levels. Will the game be released on any platforms other than Steam? This question has the same answer as the VR one, and that is not currently. If I do end up releasing on platforms other than Steam, it would be after the full game with all of its levels are finished, as every platform has its own requirements and things that need to be changed in development, and that would add too much work, especially in the case of consoles. Will there be achievements? Will they be unique, or just level complete achievements? Yes, there will be Steam achievements. Now as for the second question, the answer is both. I will have achievements corresponding to each level, and I do plan to have more achievements in the future, but probably not many for the first release, however. Will there be RNG? Yes, there will be RNG in the levels. It would be quite boring otherwise if everything had the exact same spawns with every playthrough. Some things that have RNG include items, objectives, and even the exit location on certain levels. When is the next devlog? I don't have an exact date for the next devlog, but I have started writing the script for it. This devlog will be covering multiplayer and some other mechanics I have included in my game, so you can all look forward to that. Now, that's all the questions I have that I will be covering in this Q&A, so make sure to wishlist my game on Steam so you can be notified when it releases, and subscribe so you know when I make another video. Make sure to watch the trailer as well, if you haven't managed to see that yet.